So I didn't sit at lunch with Colleen today because I go back and forth between her and Tavian and Kathy and Ashley and blah 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 blah. So okay, yeah, thank you completely, because I hate it when she gets all mad. She's like, why are you sitting? Oh, I'm like, Colleen, how many times? Like for one day I sat with her like 3 days straight, and she did not want me to go over there with Tavian and Kathy and Cynthia and whatnot. So I was like, girl, calm down, because you already know you have like 24 people at your table that are really cool with you, so you need to get your life. Like I was on level 40. I was on my Tamar Braxton with that. I was on my Tamar Braxton. I was like, no. So I get okay, so it's like after lunch or whatever, and I'm walking Tavi in the class, and so she's like, oh, Christiana said something about how she gonna get Alberto to beat me up and beat me down and junk like that. Yeah. Alberto? No, wait, you have to listen to the story, man, because look, Ashley said that Christiana said it, or something of that nature. I don't understand. Like, this is just all coming up out of nowhere, out of proportion. And so I'm like, what? Like, I had my like gangster joint. I was like, what's she talking about? What is she talking about? Like, I thought she was nuts. Because it's not, because you know Christiana's a nut. Christiana, she just be coming out of nowhere with all this bang bang bow, and you just like, she's nuts. Okay, but basically what I was saying was, so she was talking about some, oh, I'm getting Alberto to beat Christiana Okay, hold on 1 second. So we thought she wasn't there today. And so we get to gym, and who do we see? As soon as we walk in the door, I was like, So Colleen sitting over here in the corner, just like she always does, just yelling, and oh my gosh, like she is really getting on my nerves. I'm like, Colleen, she didn't even do anything to you yet. And plus, like, all these rumors go around between her and Colleen that just start out of nowhere. It just starts. It's like, it's ridiculous. And then I said, you know what, Colleen, if you're really that mad, why don't you go over there and talk to her? And she said, oh, I don't want to talk to her. I don't feel like it. And so I said, Colleen, you need to walk over there and confront her. And then she was like, no. And I said, well, guess what? If you won't do it, then I will do it. So I walked over there to Christiana. And so Christiana, she's the biggest BSer alive, honestly. She's not Sydney Chapin. She's like Sydney Chapin with Italian, with black, with, I don't even know. Like, she just this whole thing. Like, this whole thing. Like, this legitimate, type of gorilla. And whenever Christiana, whenever Christiana is lying, I can tell. I can immediately tell. You can just see through her lies. Now, I asked her. She told me this whole story, this whole long monologue about how it was a lie and how Mark and Alberto and Michael want to get into it, and they want to yell and scream and ask her, oh, are you still going to beat up Colleen? Then they said something about Melanie and Dina and how they were all going to gang up on Colleen after school, and that was a whole lie. So it's basically just going in a freaking circle with all these people walking around saying stuff. And like, I did believe Christiana, because she lies all the time, but you can just tell when she's telling the truth. You can just tell. I honestly don't think she's mad. But me being the peacemaker, well, okay, another thing, Colleen came over while I was talking to her and just started yelling. Well, not really yelling, but she was just like, are you done? Are you done talking to her? And I'm like, Colleen, I'm not done. Are you done talking to her? I'm not done. Are you done talking to her? Like, she just kept asking me. Like, it was like a baby, just I'm like, Colleen, I'm not done talking to this girl. Like, why are you... Stop.
You shouldn't have to do this. She should do this on her own.
Because Colleen...
So if she asks you, are you done? She'll be like, no, yeah, I am done. Now it's your turn.
No, Bethany, she's a hothead, okay? She's like me when I get mad, okay?
Creep.
Okay. She's like me when I get mad, okay? So that, that explains it all. As I was saying, let me write this up. I went back over to Colleen. I said, you know what? Everything that's going on was a lie. And so Colleen said, you know what? They do have unfinished business, but that's like unfinished business with like boyfriends and ex-boyfriends. So I'm not getting into that. No. No.
Not your place.
Not my job. So I said, you know what, I'm not butting into that, but as far as I'm concerned, all this that's been going around in circles, it's been because of Mark, it's been because of Michael, it's been because of Gary. Now y'all fighting because these Negroes just want some drama. So I said, so that's what Colleen said. Didn't I say from the beginning that was what happened? I was like, you did say that because Dina used to instigate. Dina just used to put up this whole thing and just blah, blah, blah. I don't like Colleen. And Melanie used to be like, I don't like Colleen. And so it was just like, oh geez. But okay, here's my issue. It's like I wanted to be the peacemaker, so I don't know. I made them talk to each other. And so it's like I turn around.
Banana.
I turn around and they're hugging.
Banana.
Listen!
Banana.
Bethany, I turn around and they're hugging.
Huh?
I turn around and they're like seriously hugging. And so I was like
all hug or
like hug, like they made up. I was like, is this good or is this bad? Because I feel like, what if I lose Colleen? What if we're not as close as anyone? Like, I told her so much about myself and we shared so much. So much. I don't know. I'm scared. It's like I'm having mixed emotions right now.
How about